Okay, we're going to get started. Sandy Hahn here on the second Zoom call. I apologize if some technical difficulties, which I am 100% certain is my fault. But we're just going to go ahead and record some things. Um, Nina is on with me. Um, and I guess what I'm going to do is just talk a little bit about the first Zoom call. This additional call, I'm going to try and do one every week. And why I'm doing this. Again, there's been just short videos and posts I put on the MSA mission uh, page, and a lot of them aren't even going through. So, and it's just there's a few that went through, but not much. I wanted people to really know me and understand my story and what I've been through. So the first one, just some quick highlights. Um, it was hell. I went through hell. I'm starting to feel better. It's amazing, and I truly believe the reason I'm still here is to give back and help others. So I'm going to detail all the stuff which I would talked about before, and I'm going to document it on these calls, very into specific things. And first off, I guess a disclaimer that I was going to hope to put it in writing, that I'm not a doctor. It's just not medical advice. It's just my story and what I'm doing and how I'm feeling better after going through hell. And even 3 years ago, not thinking I was going to make it through that year. So, and that also, it's going to be recorded, although in this case, it's just me and Nina. But so again, the biggest reason I'm doing these is so people can get to know me and understand the details of everything I've done. And some of the methods are a lot of them very alternative, holistic, biohacking, crazy stuff. It's amazing. And some are traditional. I still take certain pills and vitamins and do shot of testosterone, Adderall. That really helps. Talked with a lot of people about that. Some can't take it for some reasons, but everything I'm doing, I can guarantee it's going to work for everyone. But it sure as heck worked for me. I feel really good. But again, I'm going to try and communicate that and know that I went through hell before. So I'm just going to keep talking about it. And I got some really big things planned, not only with Nina and social media, getting my message out. Lots of really big stuff coming up in this next year. I'm very excited about it, but I'm going to take it slow. We're trying to improve each week. Obviously, I already screwed something up, but I'm going to have notes. I bought this little thing, AI, it's called Plod. It's supposed to help me with note taking just by speaking because it's hard for me to write. Haven't figured that out yet, but we're going to get things better organized going forward. And I'm excited to help people because there's so many people I've talked to that have responded so positively. Some are, again, it's heartbreaking what they're going through. I've been there, and I truly feel that. And I know I'm already helping some. I really want to help as many as I can, not just this MSA group, but just people in general, because of all the symptoms which are so bad that affect hundreds of millions. The MSA is a very small group, but symptoms are very similar to Parkinson's, MS, ALS, and numerous other things. So I'm going to go deep into those because a lot of these things I'm doing, it's just a very specific way to be done. As an example, cold plunge, infrared sauna, and the red light therapy. I'm going to have links for those as well as everything, the long list I did, to my website. We're building out the website to have all the details on specifically what it does. There'll be a link. I went to Elemental Cold Plunge today with the leash free. It's amazing. How could you feel? But there's a lot of detail about what, the red light therapy, being the mitochondria. There's a lot of details that I don't know. But I'm going to have those on the website, and I'm going to commit. This is what I'm going to do. I'm committed to helping others, and I believe I can do that. And certainly I need others to do that. Tyler, Nina, and my website people. So there's going to be a lot coming, but I'm going to try and take it slow and do it right. So that's kind of where we're at now. Nina, any thoughts on your end?
I have plenty, Sandy, but I'm just, super, super, honored to be able to witness you at this present moment because according to all the stories that you've already told me, you seem like a completely different human being. And so my first question is right now, if you could go back and talk to the before version of yourself 3 years ago, what would you say? What would be one thing or, a really gold nugget?
Don't give up. Do not give up. I was there. I know a lot of people um, are having a tough time and suffering. I was there, and to be honest with you, uh, I did kind of give up. I just wanted God to take me. I could. The pain. It was awful. I didn't want to live, and but I kept going. And again, there's some very key things. Meditation being the key one. That at least got me the belief, because your mind is so important um, to focus on the right things. Because I wasn't before. Now I do that every day, and it's a process. And there's a lot more information I'm going to be sharing. But um, again, just to not give up.
I love that. I love that so much, especially the meditation part and the your thought process with mentality, because yeah, totally determines all. And so I'm just curious, like you mentioned, you wanted God to take you. So I can only imagine what your family was witnessing. Like, how would you describe what they were seeing during your darkest moments? And how did that fuel your fight? You have an incredible wife of over 30 years. You've mentioned her so many times.
Yeah, she's unbelievable. She's tough. She was always there, and it was heartbreaking for me to see them, because I've been a very active person my whole life. I've lived my whole life with, you know, loud music and humor and fun. And that person was gone for a few years. And it was this horrible disease that did it. Um, but once I got just seeing her and the kids when they would just look at me, and I couldn't get out of bed. It's it's heartbreaking. Um, but they did stick with me. They helped and pushed me. My trainer, Tanya Watkins, just amazing. And we're going to do a lot of videos with her. I'm going to be putting a ton of stuff on my website. I've sent a lot of workout videos, very basic ones. Because again, Tanya was coming over to my house 4 or 5 days a week. I couldn't get out of bed. We'd start stretching. Literally, I'm in bed. I wish I had videos of that. So does she, because it was bad. But certainly, I wasn't in a position to want to be recorded. So, but there is. I went back and looked at some old podcasts, and there are some where I was really struggling. But it's yeah, the thought of them and Monday nights I had a hard time sleeping because I was 100% convinced I'm not gonna be around next morning. And the thought of what that would do to them was terrifying. But uh, so again, I know everyone's hurting and suffering, but to come back from what I came through and how to feel so good, I have to do this to help others. So I'm not stopping, and I got some really big plans.
That's beautiful. We're all looking forward to it for sure. I do have a question. Let's say, like, for someone who just received a diagnosis, um, what would be the first two things that they would need to know? Like, what would be the next step? It's devastating news. It's a devastating experience. However, look at you.
That's it's a great question. It's hard because I know how I felt when I was there, and I didn't know what this thing was. And first thing I looked online, I am screwed. It's horrible. But first, I would just say don't read about it. Don't try and block out. You're going to feel awful. Sorry, there's no coming back from that, but maybe you can limit that. And that's what I'm trying to do. Just share all the things that I did so that people don't have to go through that hell. Because I know a lot of them, meditation, staying active, working out, Adderall, testosterone, all the other things I'm doing is why I feel so good. And again, I'm going to go into a lot of the details of each one of these things, but take your time, but just stay active and get moving, and a lot of these things we'll get into in time. Hopefully that answered your question.
For sure, because all it takes is the next step, the next thing. Um,
Well, and the key thing is you got to believe in your mind. Uh, there's a guy I follow, Total Story about. Not sure if I sent it to you, but I'm going to find it. I know I saved it. Back in the 60s, there was they did experiment with like I don't know 20 mice or rats in a bucket of water, and they they swam for as much as they could for 15 minutes, and then they drowned, but the scientists pulled them out and resuscitated them, and the next day they put them back in, and then they swam for 60 hours.
wow.
And the reason was because they believed. So you need to start with just believing that you can do it, um, and never stop. I did that a lot of mornings. I'd wake up, have a really good meditation, visualize my future, and feel really good. And then I got out of bed and I collapsed to the floor. Um, and I just kept going, crawled to the bathroom, and that's that kind of thing. You're going to have these obstacles, and you got to keep going, keep pushing through. I mean, it's just every day. You don't miss a day. I mean, even in meditation, for a lot of people, it can be difficult, but I think I found a way to simplify things where Dr. Joe Dispenza is amazing, but you can even simplify it to just do 5 minutes or 10 minutes every morning, just to close your eyes, play some soft music, and think not just positive thoughts, put all your emotion into it and feel the joy and gratitude of the present moment. Forget about the past. Don't worry about the future. Just that. I think would change people's lives. Um, but you start that way and then keep going, doing things and staying active. Next, you know, you're you're getting better. And again, that's been a long process. It was not easy, but uh, I'm just going to keep telling my story and all these things that I'm actually got a whole bunch more to add to that list of new things that I'm going to be doing that I'm excited to share. Um, so
That's amazing. Now, Sandy, now that you mentioned Joe Dispenza, 5 to 10 minutes a morning, and thinking positively, this might be a long shot ask, but like, can you just walk us through a sample of what that might look like? Like, let's just say we have soft music. What are you repeating to yourself so that someone who is new to this could?
yeah, that's a great. And you know what? The funny thing is, I looked at some of the old podcasts. I actually did several of my own meditations, and they're awful compared to Dr. Drew and others. But it's as simple. I'm so glad you asked this because it's really simple. If you go to a place, again, start with 5 minutes. Go somewhere, headphones, earbuds. You put on meditation music. You close your eyes. And what's very important is you breathe 3 times very deeply in through your nose, hold it for a second, and out. In for 5 seconds, hold it for two, and then blow out for 8 seconds. Whatever's comfortable. You do that 3 times with soft music playing. You're in a relaxed state, and then you just keep breathing, and you just go to a very peaceful place. It's that simple, and just you do that, and you just keep breathing. Then you focus on parts of your body that maybe you want to focus your energy on. Mine is my feet. I still have portable neuropathy, so I'm you know Dr. Joe says where you put your focus is where you put your energy. So I focus on certain aspects of the body with heightened emotion, again, in gratitude. That's the key part of it. And then that'll get you going. And, what he would always say is if you knew that doing something for just 5 minutes every morning would make your life exponentially better, would you ever miss a day? And just any of you would say no. So it's really that simple. I hope that answers it. And I do it at night too. In the morning you're thinking thoughts and relaxing to get ready for the day. Then at night you reflect on your day. In the same way, being grateful that you're here. I mean, honestly, there was a lot of years I didn't think I was going to make it. So I am so grateful every day just to wake up. And it's hard to describe just the little things that you enjoy, you don't take for granted. Because for a long time, like buttoning a shirt, tying a shoe, which I couldn't do for a long time. And I still have difficulties. I mean, again, that's the other thing. I have a walker. It's very difficult for me to move around. Um, I have pain here and there, but overall, I feel fantastic, and I want that for others. And I'm not going to stop. It's all I'm going to do is keep sharing positive message. And I'm going to try and infuse humor and music like I do in everything in my life. It's just, that's the way I am.
So much respect. Thank you for sharing that. It gave me chills when you just spoke and you shared all of that. That's so real and raw. Um, but yeah, you have me blanked out now. You just shared so much good stuff. And I think it'll be super helpful to anyone who's listening, who's tuning in and engaging, and being able to not only absorb it for ourselves, but to pass the message along and pay it forward too. I love that you're doing that.
Yes, that's why I want to do these calls. They're more personal. They can truly see the emotion and the passion I have for this. I have to do this. And again, I got some big plans, some stuff I want to try and do um, as far as awareness and fundraising in the coming year with some really fun stuff. But we'll get to that in time. I just got to work out the
Sandy,
kinks here. What's that?
spoiler alert, spoiler alert, you're already doing it. You're already doing it. So thank you.
Hmm. um, yeah. So again, I'm going to try and do this every Tuesday. Um, and I'll be getting into some details again. There's going to be links and all this stuff. My website, but it's a process. So I can tell you there's several other very big things planned in the next month that you and I and Tyler will be talking about, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So uh,
Sounds like it.
yeah,
I'm excited.
me too. I really am. And so know we've been going for any other thoughts or questions or comments on your end.
No, not on my end. I
Okay.
think you just shared so much valuable things. And yeah, I think
Yes. Well, there's a lot more coming. Again, there'll be a lot more detail associated with it. So I'll make sure to next week be a little bit more organized. But again, I just feel I'm glad I just got started. I just want to help people. I know all the people that I've spoke with and met with. It really just warms my heart to the way they're reacting and how grateful they are. So all of them, hopefully you see this and they know who they are. They're really helping me as much as I hope I'm helping them.
awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll talk soon, and happy Thanksgiving to you and to everyone. And I'll we'll talk soon. Take care.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right.